Thank you. All right, I'll get in front. Where do you want me? Right here? Yeah, Holly, and when you look at the damage of this plane, it's easy to understand how people were injured. Not clear at this point, like you mentioned, what condition they're in right now. Both of them, at least two, taken to the hospital. Not clear if there were more than that. At this point, we don't know, but you can see what the damage looks like along 26. It's along 26 East. Almost nothing left, almost nothing really recognizable of this plane that went down in the 8 o'clock hour. We're seeing what looks like the charred kind of remains of possibly an engine. Also noticing possibly a wing, maybe a part or a portion of the second wing along the 26 there as well, but not clear at this point. Again, most of it just charred along that section of 26. This side of 26, Holly, that is closed completely right now. They've since reopened 26 West, all lanes back open right now as this investigation continues. But I do want to tell you, 26 East looks like at least a quarter of mile of closures here completely across this side of the interstate as they continue to investigate. Fire trucks that we've seen coming and going along this section of interstate for the last few hours. We've seen other first responders, police making their way up and down to this scene here as well. Looks like oil slick across the roadway here along the interstate. I'm also noticing a semi-truck that's just next to where the plane actually landed, where it made a connection with the interstate right here. Not clear how that was involved at this point. Also worth pointing out, Holly, where we are here, there are power lines not far from where we are here. It looks like at least one of them was potentially clipped by this plane. We have seen some power crews kind of out in our area here, so we're past the shoulder along 26. We've seen crews making their way back and forth from this area within the last hour or so, as well as this investigation continues. So many unanswered questions, though, Holly. We just don't know, again, how many people were in that plane. We don't know exactly what type of plane it was. We also don't know what direction that plane was headed in when this happened, or what caused this crash in the first place. That's something we just don't know. Still very early in this investigation. Again, this happened less than 3 hours ago, Holly. That's a good question. At this point, it's something we just don't know. From what we're seeing here, we don't see what looks like wreckage from a car, but it's possible that other people, worth pointing out, that other people were injured when this happened. Obviously, 26 in both directions, a heavily traveled interstate at all times, especially 8 o'clock at night. I mean, I was seeing heavy traffic flowing both ways about an hour before this happened. So it would be easy to understand how more people would have been involved, more people, other vehicles could have been involved in this, and potentially there were more injuries. We just don't know. It's not clear, and we haven't found out from officials yet who was taken to the hospital, if they were the people who were inside of the plane, or if people who were possibly inside another vehicle were also taken to the hospital, Holly. That's what we're hearing right now, Holly. From what from this vantage point at least, it's hard to tell if this is going to be opening up anytime soon. My guess is no. We're seeing, if anything, more first responders, more vehicles that are obviously dealing with the reconstruction of this accident. Other vehicles here as well. Likely this is going to be the case for several hours. So if people are stuck on the 26, just past from our vantage point, just past from where we can see here, it's likely they're not going to be moving anytime soon because they just don't see a way out at this point. Of course, you've got also the concrete barrier between both sides as well. That's going to make it hard to get those immediate vehicles off the 26, Holly. Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
I think they were saying 26 east is closed, 26 west is closed. At the beginning, I think you mixed it up.
Okay.
So.
Can you see the power lines from here, Carl? No, right?
The power lines?
Yeah. Is it worth pointing out in the shot? Or is it just too...
It's too dark.
It's too dark? Okay.
I mean, I was hoping I could get a shot with these guys.
Yeah.
Because they were pointing
Eh.
their lights up at it, but it's still pretty clear.
I'm just going to kill the mic for a sec here. on, Kyle. Mic check, guys. 10-9-8-7-6 5 4 3 2 1.
Hey Mark, you got that text?
No.
Nicole just sent a text.
What? Can you tell me what it says? Because my thing's not working.
Yeah, it says important thing to mention in the next hit. The detour is really not helping people stuck near the crash site. They're expected to stay there a couple more hours.
Okay. I mentioned that in the last one, but I will. Yeah. Worth pointing out. Thank you.
Where is your microphone?
Right here. You want me to?
It's sounding muffled.
It's sounding muffled?
Yeah. Bring it up. As close as you can to it.
Alright. It is, at this point, what it is. Yeah, not clear at this point, too, Holly, how many people were taken to the hospital, what condition they're in right now. The investigation continues. A lot of first responders here on scene. We've seen a lot of that activity over the last close to 3 hours as well. Worth pointing out, too, we were inside of the TV station when this happened in the 8 o'clock hour. The entire power went out for a couple seconds. We weren't sure what had caused that. Likely that was caused because of this plane crash as well. Near where we are here, we are noticing power line that is down. Likely, again, that this plane clipped that line. We don't have confirmation, but we have seen a lot of crews in this immediate area over the last few hours as well. In terms of what we're seeing along 26, if you are stuck behind where the crash happened, so if there's no exit before where you are, you're likely not able to exit from anywhere at this point. Obviously, you've got the barrier along one side, and then on the other, unless you're able to get to that detour, it looks like at this point you're stuck. We can't see that from where we are along here. We're, again, close to the Long Shoals exit just off of 26. But likely, if you're parked or stuck on the interstate past, really, as far as the eye can see in this direction, you're stuck there, and it's potentially going to be several hours. We just don't know when they plan to reopen this side of 26. The other side of 26, Holly, that was opened probably within the last hour or so. Traffic has been moving pretty much normally along that side of the road ever since. But again, this is obviously a very serious investigation. You can see what's left of that plane. Really almost nothing recognizable when you look. It looks like possibly part of a wing, possibly a mangled engine. We just can't tell. But again, this investigation continues, Holly. All right. One more, right? You all right, Carl? Good?
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah. I should have wore boots. Yeah. I should have wore thicker socks. Yep. Yeah.
I got my fuzzy underwear on. Loose leggings, game changer. Put it on your Christmas list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've got lined pants that are fucking awesome. Carhartts, they're just awesome. But my son keeps on stealing them. Little bastard.
How dare he?
Well, I figure he's got to keep his testicles warm more than I do. I'm not going to have any more children, so. Get a text from Matt?
No. What did it say?
I don't know.
Oh.
Because he said he just.
Oh, okay.
You.
Okay, cars are being turned around at the back of the queue.
So I just went to get my headlamp. Batteries ago. And I took away, so I didn't even know that pack to. Yeah. Well, I figure a headlamp is probably around the big one is just using the ambient light from the
Oh, terrible photo.
The climate, it's always going to be a terrible photo. But
Ah, man. I was talking about the loser taking the photo. It's awful, bro.
What's that? Building up there, Carl?
Yep.
Oh God, got some sand in that drink.
Nice.
A little less dewy for a Mountain Dew.
I can't do the dew.
You know what? You can actually almost see the. I feel like I could see. You could almost see it better now than earlier. I don't know if it's because the smoke's cleared or just because we've been. I don't know. Are they coming back? Copy that.
My shot is up.
Guys, you don't have a way to communicate with them, right?
If you talk to him, yeah, throw your hand up.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Mic check. Quick question, guys. How long do we have for this hit, just so I know? 1:30.
1:30? And if you can tell him my shot is up. Nicole
Copy.
just asked. My shot is up.
Okay.
Nicole just asked.
You want me to move down, Carl?
Nope.
Okay.
You don't have to move. That's my job.
Cool. Okay. I mean, yeah. It's so short, I'll probably do a quick thing on that. But that sounds good. Will you guys, yeah, I was just going to say, will you give me a 30 and a 15? Okay, thank you. Uh-oh. I'll try not to move too much, Carl. I only move just to try to, like, you know, like, see what I'm talking about. In case anything changes. Yeah, and a big update for people in that area, in that immediate area where this plane crash happened along the 26. It does sound now like they are turning people around who are past where we are here at the back of the queue. Not clear how long that's going to take so they can get everybody who's stuck behind where this wreckage here is off the 26 out of the area. We know people who are not this close to the wreck itself, they're able to detour through other ways. Obviously, if you're stuck immediately behind that, not the case. It sounds like now they are turning people around again. Not clear how many people were injured in this plane crash that happened. It landed along the 26 in the 8 o'clock hour. Also, we don't know, Holly, at this point, if any vehicles were involved, if anybody else who wasn't in the plane was injured at the time. So many questions we don't know the answers to. We also don't know how this happened in the first place. Not clear which direction the plane was flying in, what caused it to actually crash, why this specifically happened along the 26, if that was something that the pilot was trying to do, trying to avoid. We just don't know that at this point. Also, not clear what condition the people who were taken to the hospital are in right now. We just don't know. Again, we also don't know how many people were taken to the hospital. Still very early in this investigation, Holly, but we can tell you the plane still along the 26 here as first responders, as crews continue to investigate this plane crash, Holly.
Cool, that's us.
All right.
Woo!